All right, so today I'm joined by George Barron, the star, writer, and director of the new film, The Blue Rose. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So let me begin by asking, how are you? How excited are you for The Blue Rose to premiere on VOD and in theaters?
Um, I'm ready for it to be done and over with. Um, that's what I'm excited about.
Okay, has it been a long, long process?
Been a long journey, yeah.
Well, without giving too much away, can you give us a little bit of a rundown about what this film is about?
Yeah, so Blue Rose is set in a sort of surreal version of 1950s Hollywood,
Mhm.
and it follows two rookie detectives who are signed onto a homicide case. And as they dive deeper into it, they realize that there's some potentially supernatural elements at play,
Okay.
and not everything is as clear cut as they think it is.
Okay. So The Blue Rose marks your feature directorial debut. How meaningful was this project for you, and what was your overall vision for it?
I think that this project has become more meaningful as time has passed.
Mhm.
It was meaningful to me when I wrote it, but as time has gone on and the closer we're getting, now just like a day or two away from it premiering, it becomes more meaningful to me over time. But I think at the time when I was writing it, I just wanted to write
Mhm.
something. Like there it wasn't I didn't have like a message or like a thing that I wanted to like share with the world by any means. Um, and I just think it's very interesting how like over time that can change or your thoughts about your projects
Mhm.
change over time. And yeah, I think the film is very meaningful to me now.
No. So when did you start writing this project?
Okay, so the first like initial conception of it was an immersive art installation that my friend Sophia Victoria Frizzell and I worked on. She's an incredible pop surrealist
Mhm.
artist, and we did this immersive art installation together and kind of birthed these characters based on her paintings. And I fell in love with those characters, and I was, wanting to write something for these characters.
Mhm.
And then the pandemic hit, and I didn't have anything to do. So I took pretty much the summer of 2020 to write it.
Mhm.
Initially, it was a short film, and then it progressed into a feature. And then by summer of 2021, we were shooting.
Okay. Okay. So when you say it's been a long journey, it's been a long journey. I mean, COVID
Uh,
was like a million years ago.
yeah,
And also, I mean, you also star in this film as well. How challenging was it to wear so many hats throughout the production?
I think I was running on so much adrenaline while I was
Mhm.
making it that I didn't even have time to like think about, if I was doing something wrong or if I was like biting off more than I could chew.
Mhm.
Um, I I think if I were to do it again, I would do it in like a smaller capacity.
Okay.
Like I would be like playing a lead in something that I would direct, or maybe, I'll just exclusively direct next time, or I'll
Mhm.
just write next time. Like that's where I'm at right now. But I change my mind and I lie so often. So I could say this now and then like change my mind like in a week.
In a week. So yeah, I get that. Well, what is the significance behind the title, The Blue Rose?
So the title is based on a painting by Sophia Frizzell.
Okay, that's what I was wondering if it was based off one of those paintings.
So it's based off one of the paintings, and it's basically this like it's featured in the film. I
Okay.
think it's one of the first things you see in the film, and it's this like beautiful blue rose with like the head of this like 1940s looking woman like
Mhm.
growing out from like the bud of
Okay.
it. Um, and it's gorgeous, and it is kind of what inspired the whole film. Like just that one painting sort of kicked off, you
Okay.
know, everything.
Gotcha. It's kind of cool how one thing could spiral into something much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So although you want to say the Blue Rose is a strictly LGBTQ plus film, right?
Okay, so I've got like the queer director labeling and the,
Mm,
and I get that from like a marketing standpoint, but to me, I definitely see the Blue Rose through a queer lens,
okay.
but I don't think it's like necessarily like an LGBTQ film.
Hmm.
But I think that it is in the same breath, like it is, but it's not like the typical like spoon-fed like Hollywood, like we're gonna show you a gay story and you're
Gotcha.
gonna eat it up because you're gay and you're gay.
Hmm.
Um, but I think that Blue Rose is a lot more nuanced than that. I think that um queer people are going to find a lot of things in there that are references to like other queer cinema or culture or
Hmm.
stuff. It's I would say it's a queer film, but it's a more like nuanced.
Okay, gotcha. And it also explores themes of like gender fluidity. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, I think that like that's like another thing that has been sort of like a driving point for the film when
Mhm.
like our producers or distributors talk about it. But to me, that is such a small part of the film.
Yeah.
Not the focal point of it either.
Mhm. Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. Well, so George, have you always had a passion to pursue a career in the entertainment industry?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I was the most horrifying child ever, and I would like stand on the like kitchen counter and sing like Wicked and like make
Nice.
everybody watch me do it. And like I grew up in Tennessee, or I was born in Tennessee, and everyone would be like, that little boy is going to Broadway one day. And yeah, I've always, I think, been fascinated by the entertainment industry, and I truthfully don't know what other like job or anything that I would even be qualified to do and like b like want to do. But I
Mhm.
do but I do want to like dip my toes in as many things in the entertainment industry as possible. Like I want to try like everything at least once.
Okay, gotcha. So how would you say the Blue Rose has helped you grow as an artist?
It's helped me more than an artist. It's helped me grow as a person.
Hmm.
I think that this film has indirectly changed so many things in my life and been almost like a domino effect in a way, and for better or for worse. It means a lot to me, especially because I was so young when I started it. I was 15 when I wrote it.
Yeah.
It's impacted me more as a human than it has as an artist, and I think that that speaks to the sort of ethereal nature of the film,
Hmm.
or sort of God, what's the fancy word? I don't know fancy words. Uh, yeah, I think that it on almost like a spiritual level, it has changed my life.
Yeah, for sure. And the Blue Rose had its world premiere at the 2023 Fright Fest Film Festival at the Empire Cinema in London, and it's going to be screened at a couple other film festivals as well. How has the audience response been so far?
It's been cool. I mean, it's been good. I think festivals. are definitely like a cool way to sort of get uh, an initial audience's
Hmm.
attention. But I'm much more excited to see what the masses think of it, um, or the people watching it at home.
Yeah.
Because I feel like festivals sometimes, I feel like festival audience members sometimes like think they are all that in a bag of chips. Like I feel like they like I don't know. There's almost like a pretentious
Hmm.
quality there. But yeah, I'm more excited to see like what the everyman thinks of
Okay.
Blue. Like
Okay.
I want to know what someone's like southern uncle who like chews dip all day like thinks of Blue. Like that's what I want to know.
Okay.
That's the opinion I think I value most. Truly,
Okay.
truly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Perfect. Well, even though you said that the film didn't really have like an overall message at the beginning, is there anything you ultimately hope audiences do take away from this film?
I hope they take away the experience of it.
Okay.
I think the film is very experiential. It's very immersive. It's very, I remember what the fancy word was, esoteric.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. We're getting real fancy here. Okay.
I think, no, I think that the film is very experiential. And I think if you're going into this film thinking that you are going to like watch a film that has like a beginning, middle, and end, and you are going to get it, and you're not going to think about it again, then you're sorely mistaken. And
Mhm.
this film is all to my detriment. I think it demands a lot from an audience member, but um yeah, I think for me it's the experience of watching this film because it's really there's not a lot of other films that I think capture like the visual style and like the general aesthetic of the film.
Mhm.
And I think just that in of itself is very experiential.
Mhm. For sure. Definitely. Well, George, what's next for the Blue Rose after it's released?
No, I mean,
That's it.
nothing. I after this comes out, I'm going into my like 10-year hibernation. And
It's a well-deserved hibernation.
yeah, oh yeah, no, I'm probably gonna like fall off the face of the earth for a little bit, for like years, and then I'll come back and I'll do something cool again. But
Okay. Okay. Well, what are some future goals you would hope to accomplish with your artistic career?
um, I would love to do more theater. Like I
Okay.
think that would be so fun. Like I'm fascinated by musicals and shit. Like I'm so gay, but I also really love like multimedia like performance art stuff as well. Like I'm very inspired by like uh Marina Abramovich, the
Mhm.
performance artist, and I I don't know. I think I want to like study that more. And
Okay.
but in my meantime, I write for fun. So
Mhm.
I've got scripts for like more features and stuff, but it's sort of just a matter of like when the opportunity strikes. Like I'm not trying to like actively push anything or rush anything. Um, just taking it easy right
Yeah.
now.
Just go with it. Definitely. Well, George, how can one stay up to date with you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Spooky George, but all of the O's are zeros. Uh, and yeah, that's literally my only form of social media.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Well, then, before we wrap up, are there any other upcoming projects or anything else you'd like to mention or plug at this time?
Stream Brat by Charlie XCX.
That's a good one. Awesome. All right.